My name is Rudy Valdez, and I'm the brother of Cindy Shank, who served 9.5 years in a federal prison out of a 15-year sentence. I think the most important thing when supporting a loved one who is incarcerated, I've found, are two things: communication and honesty. Always answering that call when you can, responding to emails, sending letters, and just generally letting them know that there are people on the outside who haven't necessarily moved on and forgotten about them, that they are still very present in your life. Oftentimes we'll get calls from loved ones on the inside saying, hey, I heard from another girl here that a law is being changed and people are going to be getting out. And as much as it hurt me to tell her, I'm sorry that that's not happening and you're not getting out next week, nobody is, I wanted at least to be honest so that she didn't, have her hopes killed throughout this process, because that is something that would continue to come up. There were always these hopes being built up and built up and built up. It was very hard over the years because I also wanted to have hope. I would read things and I feel like at the beginning, I would fall into that trap as well. When my sister first went away, there was a ton happening surrounding criminal justice reform. And as you read it and as you read forums and as you hear the other things that are going on and you go to hearings and you go to rallies and stuff, you're like, wow, change is coming and it's coming fast. They're coming home. But it works so slowly and there are so many factors that go into this. During the course of my sister's incarceration, when she first went away, honestly, the first thing I thought about were the birthdays, the holidays, all these special occasions that she was going to miss. And oddly, it wasn't until a few years in, when my mother was diagnosed with cancer, that I realized, wow, she's going to miss the tough times too. In a weird way, that seems harder because, that's when you really need family. When things are going tough and it's more palpable to have them there with you, sharing in these experiences and getting through them together. But even in the lowest times of her being moved to a farther location or things and things we were going through as a family, or just dealing with her incarceration and separation, one of the things that would always happen on a call or on a visit were jokes and laughter. And I made fun of her and I teased her the same way I did before she was incarcerated, the same way I do now that she's home. That was something that we never lost. And I always felt like when that happened, when I took a jab at her and she took a jab back and we laughed, they were heightened for me because I knew that spirit was still in there, that she was still there. Those were the moments that were fun and funny, and I knew that she still had a lot of fight in her. So those were light moments and those were fun moments. And again, I think it's keeping that alive. The tendency at the very beginning when Cindy went away was to just be like, how are you? How are things going? And woe is everything. But that didn't do anybody any good. I quickly realized that I have to maintain the same relationship with my sister. We're farther apart than we want to be, and we're not going to see each other as much as we want to, but she's still my stinky sister, and I'm going to make fun of her all of the time. And she still, made fun of me all the time as well. You have to find joy and you have to find humor in all situations. That's how we, as a family, have survived, even before my sister was incarcerated. During any low times, we joke and we laugh and you got to get through it somehow. And, keep that alive as well.